Hey kids, let me show you how podcasting worked back in the day.
Do you want some cupcakes?
Gross. All right, gross.
Oh shit. It is 2:39 p.m. Sunday, February 20th, 2022. Welcome to episode 69 of the fuckineh podcast.
No jokes.
Nice.
No jokes. No jokes. Nope.
What do you mean? You gotta
We're
say
professionals.
nice at least. Minimum say
Professionals.
nice. Fine, fuck you. Be professional. You want. So we are your hosts, 6 and 9. Neither of us have multicolored hair, but don't worry about it. And I know there's sexual connotation with the episode, but our show sounds like fucking 8, right? So numbers fucking isn't nothing new to us. You know, we're all about the math around here.
Wow. Okay. I was gonna say I was trying to follow you down that rabbit hole of where you were going. And so which one are you, 6 or 9? And which one of us is which?
I'm 6 because I don't want to do the flip over. I'd rather be standing up, you know.
So you're imagining this in a vertical scenario?
Well, yes. In this instance,
you don't want to be the 5'2" cheerleader who's being spun upside down. That's what you're saying?
I don't know if I can hold you for that long. It's probably gonna take me a while to nut. It'll be really awkward.
Does that mean that in each role someone's got to take on one burden? One person has to hold the other person upright, but the person who's upside down has to fight the pooling of blood into their brain.
Yeah,
which
it's hard to nut when you're
complicates the issue. Well,
yeah, so absolutely,
it's true. It's true. It's the complexities of it that really sort of,
especially when it's your friend that you're not sexually attracted to. You know what I mean? Like, it makes it a little more difficult.
Something more distracting than having to blow your podcast co-host upside down.
I'm just trying to do an episode, bro.
How did we get into this position? 69 episodes of fuckineh. Dan, Matt, thank you for joining us one more time, and bearing with us through the obvious jokes. No more jokes for another 351 episodes, because that'll be episode 420. I mean, that's in 8 years. So we've got a lot of time to really refine ourselves as people between now and then.
I wonder what, maybe I'll have gold teeth at that point.
I think you should have at least one gold tooth. Now the question is, do you want it to be visible, like smile visible gold tooth if we give you one? Or that molar? I'm
just worried about if I go down to Egg West, and I'm in that area, I'm gonna get robbed. So I don't know if I want to have the gold tooth, bro.
Just don't smile. Just mean mug while you're out there the whole time.
Yeah, they won't respect me.
What is respect? What does it mean to be respected? What does respect mean to you in the podcast game?
In the podcast game? It's to get likes and interaction on my social feeds that aren't from other podcasters, but for regular people.
It's not possible, by the way. It's just that's basically how you build a fan base now. Is you only have other podcasters listen to your show, and then when they inevitably quit their shows, they become regular people listening, right? Like you just have to outlast the other podcasters.
Default.
Yes. So when we've been doing it for 10 years and we've got hundreds of listeners, those would just be hundreds of people who were like, oh, I had a podcast. Yeah. We used to talk about movies. We used to review movies. It was good. Good to meet my buddies, but
reformed
something like that.
Reformed podcasting.
Speaking of movies, Moviepass, a service that lets users watch movies inexpensively but shut down in 2019, is returning as an app that will track users' eyes while they watch adverts. How quickly can we go back out of business after coming back, do you think?
Give me that 2.0 fucking Clockwork Orange, That's what I'm after.
The new service will use facial recognition and eye tracking technology to ensure that viewers' eyes are looking at promoted content in exchange for access to the films on their app. The tracking will only happen on the user's device, with the digital currency then going to a virtual wallet, which I guess gets exchanged for the movies that you watch.
Mm-hmm.
The facial recognition algorithm using the phone's cameras will make sure the user is not ignoring the advert.
Bro, it pauses if your eyes aren't on the screen. So that means that you can't, if I have my phone just off to the side somewhere and I'm kind of half watching it, you can't. You'll have to pick it up and hold it to your face like a fucking goober and be like, okay,
yeah, what if it's shoddy technology and it's I'm looking at it, it's eyes not detected, I'm fucking looking at it, no, not able to detect retinas. What if it's can't read through glasses, or
I think glasses is already an issue for it, actually. I think I read that in the article too. I found this one. I found it fucking hilarious, bro. This is the next step, dog. This is the evolution of like, all right, you bastards, you think you got around it. You thought you were smart. You thought you just ignore YouTube while it fucking plays these incessant ads in the middle and forces you to try to buy premium. No.
So Moviepass co-founder Stacy Spike says, quote, it's a way to close that loop and make it far more efficient of a system. As I'm looking at it, it's playing back. But if I stop and I'm not paying attention to it, it actually pauses the content. A human being said these words out loud and then didn't immediately recognize the absurdity of their own voice and word formation in their fucking brain coming out. Like, said it intentionally. We had an early version of this where, you know what happened? People put down the phone and left and didn't pay attention to it. Right now, 70% of video advertising is unseen. This is a way that advertisers get the impact they're looking for, but you're also getting the impact yourself. Exactly what I wanted. I've been really looking for ways to maximize my advertising intake. I don't feel like I'm being effectively advertised to enough. So how can you make me watch more?
Dog, I go so out of my way to fucking avoid ads. Like I will just won't use your service. Flat out, will not use your service. Now, if everybody starts doing this, then I'm scared. Then I'm fucking scared. Is this the Rolling Stone, bro? Is this what gets it going?
It's actually a Black Mirror episode. Like, actually, remember the one with the cube where they live in the cube? We always talk about this one where they ride the
oh yeah, and they ride the bike and shit.
And like they live in the rooms are all like full screens and all that. And every time an ad plays, it's like you have to watch the ad. Otherwise it stops and it's like, please open eyes. Like,
oh my God, that's my fucking worst nightmare, bro. Trying to have a nap on the couch in the afternoon and it's like, wake up, Matt. Did you hear the sound
designated
of Coke?
Advertising period has begun.
You hear the sound of the Coke opening? Like, oh God. Wake up.
We're gonna get that
my wage fridge.
We're gonna get that what if like you're gonna go to your smart fridge one day and it's gonna be like you're gonna open it, it's gonna be stuck and like, please watch Pepsi ad before you can eat.
Just want
but
some
I
water.
have Pepsi in there. I just want to drink it.
I hate the future. I hate the future.
No, you love the future. You love it. Learn it. Love it. Laugh
Yo, but here's the thing, like when it comes to advertisements, I don't want any ads ever at any fucking point. And it seems that like every single model is going to the ad way, right? Like, oh, we'll give it to you for free, but like fucking sit through all this goddamn bullshit or in these 800 pop-ups or use a different browser so you don't have to see this.
Or we'll sell your data on top of it and then sell you ads back on the flip.
100%. We're gonna both. It's both at the same time. It's like, oh, we're gonna sell you directed ads, motherfucker. Yeah. Hey, Matt, are you getting a beer belly? Check out these shirts that don't give you a beer belly. I'm sure you've fucking seen those. I'm sure David has too. Fuck, man.
I've seen those.
I hate that I'm considering buying one.
I watched the Super Bowl halftime show. I watched a replay. I went on YouTube like the day after, and of course it's already uploaded. It's a 14.5-minute performance. Okay. The YouTube video had 7 ad breaks. Like force, as YouTube's got those things where it forces an ad in. It's like ad coming in 3, 2, 1, and then it watches it, and like you can't skip them. So I watched almost as much advertising watching that performance as I did seeing the performance on a YouTube video. Like all I wanted was to watch it again, and it was like, well, you can, but we're not only is it a Pepsi halftime show on a sponsored YouTube channel, but then there were 7 multi-commercial ad breaks in that video alone. Like,
do you watch on your computer or do you watch on your like consoles?
I watched on my computer. I know there's ad blocker. I know. I need you to like take me through for our listeners. Matt's an expert in ad blocking technology.
I'm an expert. I literally click on the tools and type ad blocker and click the first one and it's worked. Yes, expert indeed. You sound like my mother when it comes to tech, bro. Oh, how did you fix that? Well, I just typed in exactly what you asked me to fucking Google and it popped up and I clicked on the first one.
Show us your ways. Tell us your ways.
Complaining over here when there's a solution right at your fingertips.
This life, bro.
Selling you out, dog.
Selling
you out. I don't like life anymore, man. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of talking about NFTs. But like, I'll make this one real quick. You see Melania Trump, what she did?
Yeah, I think I read this, that she sold them, but then it turned out it was her who bought them.
Yeah, so
Seven?
the bid's value for her NFT that was out was $178,400. Now it was in coins, but that's the US dollar valuation, right? It was purchased.
Okay.
And it's been traced back to a wallet that has connections to her. So
Nice.
this is like a straight up case of driving the fucking price up on some completely made up bullshit thing that doesn't even have a fucking value to then sell rubes, be like, look, it sold for this much. It must be worth that much. Meanwhile, you're just fucking, it's like me handing you the money and then you sending it back to me.
That's like, dude, that's like you and me pressing play on our own episodes until our numbers were huge.
100%. There's people that do that, dog. Like, for sure.
I'm convinced. Oh, dude, there are people who join podcast communities who are like, I just started this a week ago. We've got thousands of listeners. I'm like, how did you do that? Like, did you like just run it on repeat 1,000 times and then be like, whoa, dude, check it out? Oh, could we do that enough that we could then like hawk to advertisers and they're so stupid they wouldn't know?
Yes, you can.
Like, dude, we got 40,000 listens last year. We're fucking popular. They're all from Southern Ontario. Like, bro, talk about nailing our demographic.
Not even kidding. Travis Scott started his career like that. He on SoundCloud, he had a SoundCloud bot farm. He's talked about it and then brought that to a record label and was like, look, this is the listening I get. And he got his first setup. I swear to God. I swear to fucking
God. We're
trying
too hard, aren't we? We're really just trying too hard. Like, we need to simplify our scamming.
I mean, that's
I gotta be Melania. Melania.
We gotta find those girl guide cookies and do like the girls that are selling outside of a subway station and then do the money exchange tricks. We're like, can you give me change for this 50? No, give me change for a 20. No, I already bought 4 boxes of cookies. You already gave me yeah, you owe me $20. Give me my fucking change. I don't care if you have a belt and a sash. Give me my fucking
at
money.
Children is how we're gonna get big, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's easy, bro. They're kids. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
take their money. Just okay. Yeah. No, actually, here's the new plan. We're gonna rob the girl guides. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Then what do we even need advertising for, right? Like, no, we're still advertising free because we make our money robbing children in the subway system.
Like, these 2 guys came up and robbed me, and we're like, listen to the fucking A podcast and took my stuff.
Can we garb the girl guide cookies girls in our own merch?
They're not. Are they homeless?
No, but I'm simply expanding a previous idea from the show's past. That's what I'm working on.
Yeah, listen, I really need some cookies. I can't pay for them, but I got these t-shirts.
I have a $30 hoodie for you.
What the fuck am I gonna do with this, asshole?
Stay warm. It's cold.
Just give me those mints.
Okay, so sorry. Melania buys her own NFT.
Yeah, that was a pretty big segue, but yeah. So she buys her own NFT, basically driving the price up, right? So it's been connected back to her wallet. There's not a lot more to the story than that because fucking NFTs are so goddamn stupid, and there's no legal precedent, there's no nothing. So it's not like I don't know how they would even prove fraud.
Did you read the Madoff Coin one? I saw this yesterday that someone created something called Madoff Coin, like Bernie Madoff, like talk about legit Ponzi scheme, like like it's almost too ironic. And someone like put it out and people bought it and then it just like disappeared. And people were like, what happened to it? I was telling my brother last night that there was like a screenshot of the Reddit post and someone's like, what happened to Madoff Coin? And the top comment was just some guy who was like, he got the rug pulled under it, bruv. Like,
yeah, bro, that's exactly it, man. That's what keeps happening. These guys make up meme coins and then they pull the fucking rug and just take out all the money.
Just disappear. Yeah. And like the Madoff Coin, the like symbol of it, like the whatever the icon or whatever it was a picture of Bernie Madoff's face, and then someone said like if you zoomed in on the coin and like tiny little almost invisible text around the outside, it was like, I get rich quick, sorry. Like it's like they clearly were scamming people, but people were like, all right. Oh shit.
You got to be a special kind of fucking person to buy like a YouTuber or something like that's a meme coin that they're trying to push as an actual tradable fucking currency. Like, give me your money. Give me your money.
Matt Damon in crypto.com commercials. It has to be real. It sounds like something that it sounds legit. Matt Damon wouldn't lie. Celebrities don't lie about things. Okay? Like it's
they even got the fucking crypto.com arena now, bro.
Who's that again?
That's the Staples Center.
The Staples Center. Oh yeah, that's right.
It's the crypto.com arena, and they've been very specifically instructed to say crypto.com. You can't say the crypto arena. Now, everybody like you and I and those people are going to call it the crypt. Like, it's inevitable. Yeah, dude.
Yo, especially if like their whole team's super old and they stop winning, it'd be like, this is Tales of the Crypt.
And they're like
The
crip walking
Lakers are in
outside.
12th place. Tales of the Crypt. Welcome to the Crypt.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, they've been specifically instructed. The commentators have been specifically instructed to call it crypto.com arena.
Otherwise, what they suffer the punishment of the crypto bro, I guess.
You lose your job. Some bullshit like that. Like, we're gonna pull our funding. Like, all right, like relax. Fucking relax. I hate the tech world, dude.
It's tough, man.
Yo, I got a follow-up for you.
Okay.
Follow up. So last week I brought forward an Ohio mayor who told people that the reason they weren't allowed to have ice fishing huts was because it would lead to prostitution. Well,
all right.
He has resigned. Craig Schubert, the Ohio mayor, has resigned from his monthly ceremonial office monthly. Jesus, I can't read. Mostly ceremonial office after two high-profile political controversies. One in which he did the hut slut scenario there, and then the other one where he had some false allegations against other people about child pedophilia. Like, it's just, this dude's just off the cuff.
He's calling other people pedophiles. And
yeah,
like, that's not
like
true.
Completely baseless. Yeah, like out of the blue. They're like, well, what the fuck, bro? So he submitted his resignation Monday morning to the clerk of the city council and issued a statement. The statement is as follows. My comments at Tuesday's workshop were made out of concern for our community. What could become of unintended consequences of new legislation based on my prior television news reporting experience, he wrote. My attempt to inject a bit of dry humor to make a point about this in the midst of a cold, snowy February was grossly misunderstood. Some in our community saw this as an opportunity to engage in the politics of personal destruction by means of character assassination, blaming me for the negative international press they helped to promote. Bro, I'm telling you right now, I watched this fucking guy talk. He literally just says straight up from point A to point B, if we let people have fishing huts, they're going to have prostitutes.
I was really hoping you were about to tell me that, like, he resigned on Tuesday after he was caught in a fishing hut with a hooker, like getting a hand job. Like, oh shit,
he's got an ice hut in his backyard.
That's what I mean. Like, it's like those, like, you know, like the preachers who like are like the homosexuals are destroying the world. They're like find him in an airport bathroom, like blowing some guy. I'm like, I was really hoping this was really specific, like, you know, he was caught in an ice hut in his backyard getting head from a hooker. Like,
you know, this guy's got like a gone fishing fucking sign up in his shed, you know, like he's a closeted hut slut enthusiast.
Walks out the door. Honey, where are you going? Just taps the sign. You already know. Don't ask.
I love people's apologies where they blame other people and they're like, you're coming at me. I didn't do anything. This is character assassination.
Was he when he was saying that, was it in response to the ice hut thing? Or was it accusing people of being pedophiles, which wasn't true thing?
No, that was a complete, this is basically
a separate issue. Okay.
That was a separate issue. And now after this second incident of like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? People are like, you can't be the mayor anymore. Like, you got to resign, bro. Like, what are you even talking
surely
about?
Can do better than this. I'm confident we can find a better candidate than you.
I mean, I've grown up, you know, cottage country stuff. Everybody has ice huts. I know tons of people that go ice fishing. I don't know any of them that have like shanty towns of prostitutes living in them. You ever been in one, dude? They're fucking freezing.
From all accounts I've ever heard, it's you're not doing it for any sort of physical enjoyment. Like,
you're there to drink and then occasionally like check your jig.
Like, just how shriveled and like, you know, everything. Like, we really, of all locations to you know, pull it out and start engaging in an act. I mean, a freezing ice hut? God, no.
No, it's not in my top places to bone.
Like, why don't we fuck on an ice rink? Like, no, I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound fun at all. So what you're saying is in Northeast Ohio?
Yeah, it's in Ohio.
Okay, so in Ohio right now, I would be rushing to build my ice hut prostitution, my brothel, if you will.
Yeah, he's basically just gave somebody an idea. That's what he did. He just sparked it.
And now the most like you know, zeroed in on it, the guy who was most skeptical, he's out. You know, like, now's the time. Smoke screen up, build the hut.
I can't wait for 3 months from now when one gets busted like a little ring. He says, "Oh, I fucking told you. I told you. I warned you."
DiCaprio pointing at the TV meme. Tiny living machines made of frog cells can replicate themselves, making copies that can then go on and do the same. This newly described form of renewal offers insights into how to design biological machines that are self-perpetuating. That's the face I was looking for.
I don't like that sentence, bro. Like, I'm not a fan of that shit.
If this was a video show, the listeners could have seen Matt's pure look of horror as that sentence continued.
Yo, this definitely is something Alex Jones is going to bring up at some point and just lose his fucking mind.
These liberal micro nanobots are turning us into. Wait, what?
Turn the frogs into nanobots.
Check out my merch store.
So they can self-replicate?
Quote, this is an incredibly exciting breakthrough for the field of biologically based robots, says Kristen Peterson, an electrical and computer engineer at Cornell University. Robots that can copy themselves are an important step towards systems that don't need humans to operate. We just know where it's going.
An important step.
Let it marinate for you a little bit.
This is all just a stepping stone in the biological chain of the destruction of the human species as nano frog robots take over.
This is how it always happens, right? Is some scientist invents something and you're like, you're very smart. You've dedicated your life to your research, but like, they're like, look what I made. This is great. This is great stuff. It's like slowly eating their brains when they like
Skynet.
There's a reason why in all the movies, the first people to die in every end of the world scenario are who? The scientists in the labs. They're the first people who are clawing at the doors like, no, let me out. Ah! Like bloody handprint on the glass sliding down slowly. It's always them first.
Oh yeah, it's the rage virus monkey like smashes their skull against the wall.
Yeah. As the super soldier experiment, breaks through the glass and starts tearing their heads off. Like it's always them. So you guys keep inventing and being enthusiastic about it, but be warned.
So frog cells. So frogs are, oh my God, frog cell. That's gonna be the incel frog people who can't fucking reproduce. Like, I self-replicate. I can't find love.
Frog the subreddit. Frog cells. This type of movement-created reproduction, called kinematic self-replication by the researchers, appears to be for new living cells. Usually reproducing organisms contribute some parental material to their offspring. Quote, here, this is different. These xenobots are, quote, finding loose parts, sort of like robotics parts in the environment, and cobbling them together. These collections then grow into a second generation of xenobots that can move around like their parents.
No. Absolutely.
Left to their own devices, almost feels like a pun, but spheroid xenobots could generally create only one more generation before dying out, the researchers found. But with the help of artificial intelligence programs that predict an optimal shape for the original xenobots, the replication could be pushed to up to 4 generations.
So you're trying to tell me that Terminator kind of had it right, but instead of it being this like super hunked out looking Arnold Schwarzenegger bot that fucking appears, it's going to be this like frog cell fucking robot monster.
Yeah, it's going to be some micro fucking organ that like you breathe in and it like eats you from the inside out, like turning into more frog cells and then moving. It's going to be like a dust cloud that like eats the whole species for like Jesus biofuel. And then once they eat all of Earth, do they just like push out into the galaxy and like start eating other planets? Like
that's what ends the universe, is human technology, like nanobot technology of frog cells.
Anybody is capable of destroying the entirety of the universe, it's got to be human beings.
Oh,
only
100%.
We are capable of pulling that off, really.
Too prude and fucking dumb and ignorant.
Just the whole time being like, this is a proprietary technology that's going to really net a lot of money for our new startup.
We can make so much money. Holy fuck.
Some fucking tech bro is going to take this tech in Silicon Valley and go into investor meetings and pitch it and like turn it into some product. And then it's going to get out first, obviously eating all the scientists and then get out and destroy the world.
Yeah. You thought COVID was bad. Just wait for the frog cell pandemic.
Spheroid xenobots. Did you ever think we'd reach a time where I would say that in a scientific news article? Seriously?
I mean, we're also at a time where like NBC is talking about fucking, people farting in jars and stuff. So yeah,
it's true.
I don't know what reality is real anymore, bro.
Yeah. Like guys steal steak. It's national news. Like, okay.
I think frog cells should be a little bit bigger of a deal, but nobody wants to talk about them. Nobody wants to do the nitty gritty, the hard work.
Are you gonna champion it now? Are you gonna be out there talking? Next party you go to?
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever heard of frog cells? Oh, fuck, Matt's.
Oh,
There goes
this
Matt
guy.
again.
This long-haired fuck talking about frog
Yes,
cells
Matt.
replicating
What
in our
about the
bodies.
fucking Xenobots? What do you want to tell us now? No, it's just like
spheroids, Xenobot. Get it right,
man. They're called spheroids, okay? I like his girlfriend, but she outbrings him, and it's just tough. Like, you know,
Doc, that person just needs like a Mirko Krokop, like kick to the skull. If you're at a party talking about that shit, like know your place, know your fucking place. Get a Russian shin to the forehead like Ukraine right now.
Wow, topical. Well done.
Reno. All right. Reno man has donated his kidney. His cousin. He's going through it, bro. He's going through kidney failure. This guy, Elliot Mallon, decides, I'm going to donate my kidney as long as I'm a blood type match. Turns out he is. Goes through with the procedure. Then he starts getting bills in the mail. Hi there. You owe us $19.15 for blood work done before the surgery. Guy contacts the hospital. Hey, what's up with this? Oh, no, sorry, Mr. Mallon. We'll take care of that. That's an error. All right, no problem. Then he gets another notice from an old insurance plan that he was no longer a member of. That he was billed $934 for the lab work. Again, notifies the hospital. Doesn't think anything of it. Well, in late September, he gets a bill for the stomach-dropping amount of $13,064. While he was startled by the cost, it didn't worry him too much. He knew his insurance company was responsible for it and started paying it. So he notified the hospital and forgot about it. A month later, a second notice arrives. Then on December 6th, he receives a document that scared the shit out of him. Final notice. Your account is now considered delinquent, the notice read. If he didn't take action, the billing company warned he would attempt further collection activity. My guy donated a kidney and then got slapped with a $13,000 fucking bill and like credit warnings. Hospital ended up waiving it.
But they charged him for being a kidney donor.
Yes. And after multiple times, like 3 or 4 times calling them, be like, stop charging me. They kept charging him more and more and sent creditors after him.
Nice. He got off in the end, though.
Yes.
He's free.
A good story.
Wow.
He is free.
No, but it's like the fact that you have to ask that and be like,
can you imagine that phone call with like the fucking tech support or the customer service? Like, I'm a fucking kidney donor. Like, I'm a donor, DONOR.
Yes, sir, I know, sir, I understand. But, you know, as per our protocol and regulations, you know, donors are not exempt from, like, you know, that's the, and you know, like some person who's like working the call center, it's just like, I don't know how to handle this scenario. Calling their manager, like,
I can connect you to our organ harvesting hotline and we can take your other kidney in payment.
It's just an endless cycle. In order to pay off the kidney you donated, you got to donate a liver, but then after you donate the liver, you got to like donate a lung.
It's like the prison cycle, but it's just been, you know, put into medicine now. Organ harvesting.
Stop! Don't give them ideas.
China's already doing it with the Uyghur Muslims. So
are they? You're topical as fuck today, Matt. What else you want to? What else is going on in the world? Are you reading? What'd you do? You be reading world news on Reddit today or something?
No, actually, not at all. I like slept on the couch.
Just sleep on the couch with the news on. Like, wake up.
The only thing I know that's going on in the world is the Olympics, and then the fucking people in Ottawa right now doing snow angels. Say fuck the police. That's about it.
That's I'm pretty sure according to the news. I went on CP24's website like a day ago looking for articles and shit, obviously for this, and it was like the top stories going down were like shooting, trucker protest, shooting, car accident, shooting, trucker protest, politics, trucker protest, shooting, and I'm like, is this the only thing you've got? Like, where else?
Where are the cupcakes, bro? Where's the cupcake story? The news isn't talking about the important shit, man.
I think the gross semen cupcake story that we made an executive decision to gloss over for the actual show. I think that's been relegated to like the news, like the New York Post, you know, and like fucking like TMZ and stuff like that. Like websites that already operate in that field are like, yeah, this is ours. I don't think CNN's playing.
This is our wheelhouse. This is what
semen cupcakes to the top.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
But
the world is confusing, man.
It's frustrating when you get different stories depending on like what news outlet you're watching and shit like that. Now I know that's always the case, right?
Sure.
But it's so fucking painfully obvious, especially with this trucker convoy thing. Like you go on one news outlet and it's like the tyrannical government, and you go on another and it's like these fucking protesters. So like, whatever echo chamber you want, you got one out there for you. Like I just tuned into CBC the other day, and it showed a woman, her husband, and their like 4 or 5 kids at the convoy, and the dad gets arrested because it's after the grace period, I guess now or whatever.
Right.
And the kids are like on TV, they're like, we're just so sad, we hope our dad's okay and stuff. And all I can think is, yo, as a parent, why do you have 4 like 8-year-olds in the middle of a fucking convoy where dudes are getting gun butted in the head? Like maybe don't have your fucking kids there. Like I'm not even talking about what you're protesting, just strictly talking about like being a parent might not be the best.
Seems
time.
like maybe, yeah, like perhaps there's a safer environment to put your children, like, or maybe they can't find a babysitter. Like, can you watch the kids? Okay, what do you guys romantic week? We go to Niagara Falls, romantic weekend or something? No, Steve and I are gonna go fight the police at the border. Like, okay,
Jane, I don't mind watching your kids, but it's been 3 weeks. I can't watch them any longer.
Where the fuck are you? Oh, I said we have to fight for, fucking whatever. I mean,
we gotta fight.
It's
for our right.
I like that. I like that every time I do it too. Every time I impersonate a trucker convoy person, I always for some reason give them a southern accent.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
Is that like some sort of monkey brain conditioning? Oh, what are we conditioned to believe, dude? Like,
I just think, yo, like, it's been 3 weeks, bro. It's been time. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. They got the whole city shut down.
That's exactly what a fucking fucking podcast cuck like you would say.
Yep, I took the jab. I'm a sellout.
First they came for the truckers, then they came for the podcasters, and I said nothing. And they said nothing.
Yo, if the people in downtown Ottawa were indigenous, they would have been fucked up day one, bro. Straight up.
That's a bold take.
It's not the fucking bad
hot
take.
That's a bold take. You're very brave for saying what every other human being has been saying.
Yeah, like for real though.
Wow, Matt, so brave.
I'm such a deep thinker, man. Like I thought of this
thinker.
all on my own.
Did you also read that in someone else's tweet and then regurgitate it like it was your original thought?
Actually, no. Like I remember seeing the fucking indigenous go for the pipeline and the RCMP coming out, be like, you can't do that. It's like, oh, okay.
True.
But these guys can go for 3 weeks downtown, and it's like, all right, like it's time to leave now, guys. I'm like, you can't do that. This is like, yeah,
I'll give you credit this time. I'll let you believe you were truly OG.
I'm not. I have an Aboriginal friend who, like, I'm blasted by his fucking posts. He's right though. I have to agree. But anyway, I digress.
The pandemic has wreaked havoc on nearly every aspect of American life, including the tidiness of one's home. However, one thing remains clear. Sharing household chores is a powerful love language for couples that could be the key to spicing things up. According to this survey, nearly half of cohabiting couples agree their homes are messier than pre-pandemic times, yet 3/4 of those couples disagree on how to split the chores fairly. More than 1/3 even reported offering sexual favors to incentivize their partner to complete their share of the household duties. This is a survey of 2,000 adults centered around household chores in their relationship. 1 in 5 people report always getting stuck with the dirty work, taking on their partner's assigned tasks along with their own. Only 9% say their partner always completes their share of the honey-do list. 9%.
Believable. Very
1
believable.
in 10? 1 in 10.
Yeah,
people are like, you don't do shit around here. Like,
no, it's you might let something slide. The you don't do shit around here is probably a lot lower, but
same-sex couples apparently say that 11% are 11% more likely to complete their partner's chores than opposite-sex couples.
Interesting.
So like 9% and 11% more. It's like twice as likely. My statistical analysis is correct.
So extrapolating here and not using the scientific method. So homosexual couples are cleaner than heterosexual couples.
Cleaner, but apparently better at like taking their own fair share of the work and like doing it and not being like, fuck it, left my pan in the sink.
I'm no fucking bitch. I'm gonna do this shit. Steve, watch me.
Just more considerate. 34% of couples believe their significant other has purposely done chores poorly in order to avoid being asked to do them again in the future.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's your own
34%.
house. That's your own house, man.
Like scrubbing a pan, like, I'm gonna leave a little egg at the bottom of this one, you know? Put it in the rack. I did it, honey. I'm done. Yeah, no worries. That's okay. I'm gonna watch the game now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good. See ya. Comes through like.
See, I've slacked on stuff, but it's because it's like, that's okay, and I'm just being lazy. It's not like, oh, she won't ask me to fucking clean the dishes again if I do a shit job. Like, you gotta eat off those too, bro.
1 in 3 believe the other person has done that. So maybe it's just like, I'm just bad at scrubbing pots, or like the lighting in here is shitty and I couldn't see the scuzz at the bottom of it. Like, you know?
Okay.
But then the other person, 1 in 3 people is like, he's up to something. I know he's capable of cleaning that pan better than that.
That's too much time with your partner. That's what that is. That's like pandemic, like at home. Like, that fucker, he's plotting something.
Oh, they start like creating a conspiracy in their head, like
creating their own scenarios in their head.
I asked him to Swiffer the floor, and there's still shoe marks all over the fucking place. Like, what is he actually up to? Talk clean to me. This category is called. 56% of couples think splitting chores evenly would improve their physical relationships. The majority of couples, 53%, it's a small majority, but even consider equal chore responsibilities just as important to their relationship as all physical relationship aspects. The chores equivalent?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I would say like it's a smaller percentage, but I'd say it's important. Yeah, dog.
Is it one of those like war of attrition things that like it doesn't seem big, but like after this is the sixth or seventh time you fucking left your coffee cup dirty in the sink. I keep asking you to put it in the fucking dishwasher, and you keep leaving it in the fucking like. Is it one of those things that like it's little things, but it just adds up over time?
Yeah, and it also shows what you think of your partner. So, like, for example, this is just a small example, but like last night there was a pot we had in the fridge that I knew we were gonna need to use today because Haley was gonna make some butter chicken. So like last night I like made sure that I took that pot out, put the shit away, and like cleaned it and put it in the dishwasher. So when I woke up this morning, she was like, "Yo, I saw you did that. Thank you." You know what I mean? It's respect for your partner.
So there's something to this, is what you're saying.
There is, yeah, because it shows that you're like actually caring and paying a little bit of attention, right?
The significance of the little things.
Because like, here's the thing. She's going to wake up and there's going to be 8 other things where it's like, that fucking idiot didn't do this. So you can't have all 10 of them be like that. You know, you gotta.
Thanks, Matt. You put the pot in the dishwasher, but you left your used underwear hanging on the chair in the living room. And that was a little gross. Fuck.
Let's go in the hamper.
40% of couples admit they argued more about housework with their significant other now as compared to before the pandemic. Nearly half of respondents feel a more balanced division of household chores would reduce the frequency of arguments. Again, it's the little things, right? It's the attrition of the bullshit adding
the
up.
The attrition of love. Yeah, exactly.
The attrition of love. You come here for this podcast, interesting stories, a little bit of laughs, you know, but mostly it's learning how to navigate the attritions of love, I believe. The last one here is the one that baffled me. 1 in 2 couples think that not helping out with household chores is just as bad as or worse than cheating on their significant other. With 60% of couples reporting that equally dividing their chores would improve their loyalty.
Yeah,
just as bad?
There's like 4 girls sitting there with a glass of wine being like, that definitely, girl. No, that's fucking horse shit, bro. That is horse shit.
Like,
no way.
Honey,
no
we
way.
need to talk. I forgot to put the pod in the dishwasher and press start. Is the equivalent of, honey, I've been fucking my secretary for 3 months. Like, what? Like the same? As bad, if not worse?
Like, not even in the same ballpark, bro. Not even comparable.
60%. Better chore division would improve their loyalty. Like, just like some woman sitting on the couch somewhere, like, you get in there and you wash that pot or I'm sucking Bill's dick tomorrow. Like,
lucky Bill. Lucky Bill.
Husband like sweating in the kitchen, like, did I get it clean? Like, I love you, baby.
Yo, man, like, not even in the same fucking realm, bro. Come on now.
As bad as cheating on your significant other. that is wild. That is a half the couples. I mean, so basically for listeners, if you're in a relationship and you are, and chores are an issue, stop fucking around, because
Your partner will start fucking around.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
evidently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you stop cleaning those pots, guess what?
I gotta go do the dishes.
Matt just gets up from the show like, fuck. Wait, baby, let me get that. Fuck. Just wild. There's a good insight into dynamics, I think.
So now, as we all know, Amazon employees, there's been all this talk of unionizing. Well, apparently some Starbucks employees in the States have also unionized at a few different locations.
You don't say.
Yeah, I do. You don't say. So taking off this, Apple employees are starting to try to get the ball rolling on unionizing as well. The retail employees' fight for unionization was reportedly inspired by the recent wins at some of these Starbucks stores around the U.S., which started in Buffalo, New York, and has since spread to about 100 stores across the country. But this, to me, isn't really news that, people are trying to unionize. I think it's fucking great. Pro-union, go me. But the thing that kind of
angry letters can be directed to fnehpodcast@gmail.com.
Listen, you
strong opinions the other way.
You fucking clowns. Listen up. You're all being taken advantage of. Yeah, there are dog fuckers that don't do shit and get protected by the unions. I get it. It takes 8 years to fucking build a stretch of road when there's a union where I get it. But it protects you. It's a good stuff. But anyway, these Apple
it's
employees,
a good stuff. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. It's a good stuff. Unions, it's the good stuff. Sorry, continue.
I'm not here to make a great formulated argument, but apparently Apple employees have actually been using encrypted chats and even going as far as using Android phones.
That's for real, dog.
Relationship private. Yeah, I don't even blame them, dog. Like, I would put nothing past Apple. Of the, there's an auto hit, for the word union that goes off in your phone if it's ever typed.
Oh my god, like reading your iCloud shit, like uploaded chats, being like, look, he's organized. Like, we're gonna read a story in the future of being like, people have to use code words for forming a union. Like,
oh god, like same shit as pedophilia now. Like,
like cheese pizza. Like,
yeah, can I get a cheese formation? Pizza?
Can I get an onion? I could really use some onions around here. You know what I'm talking about? Onions, baby.
Oh. So can I get a cupcake?
Stop. No more cupcakes, damn it. You tried so hard to not talk about it, and then you can't help but keep getting back to it.
Can't help it. It's too funny.
Jesus Christ. Using Android phones. I mean, that's kind of a tell, though, isn't it?
Absolutely. You're scared of your overlord?
What is that? Oh, it's nothing. Is that an Android phone? No, it's an iPhone. It's an iPhone 8. It's old. It's a little bit out of date. You know what I mean? Like, can I see that? No. It's like,
put that in
big search. What the fuck is this? Is this a Samsung in an iPhone store?
Is this running on Kiwi? No, it's on KitKat. Say Android operating. Oh god. That's smart though.
Bold moves, dog.
That's smart, man. Encrypt your shit and use a different fucking company. Stay away. Yo.
I mean, it is. Anyway. It's also pretty clear, but
good luck, Apple employees. Good luck.
Well, I'm sure they'll fight for the, have a nice, easy, well negotiated and full faith battle with the
we gotta fight
corporation.
Boom, boom, for our right. Boom, boom, to repair. Fuck Apple.
Lead us into the future. Into the future, my friend. Oh man, you're man of the people. I will make sure to direct any angry anti-union. Like, our podcast has now been banned in this episode in China, in Russia, in any anti-union industry. Like, Spotify's gonna drop us, being like, their little algorithm will detect the word and be like, these guys are agitators.
Yeah. Shout out to
it's not there anymore. What the fuck happened?
Shout out to the Qatar fucking stadium builders. Y'all should have unionized.
You have been. I think you have been reading certain swaths.
I haven't
lately.
Dog, I've been reading.
You sound like you've been stressed news reading lately.
But I haven't. I've been reading absolute bullshit video game forum shit. I haven't read anything.
Nice.
I've been staying away from pop culture stuff. It just makes me so goddamn mad.
So
Also
the
been
more
going-
you get away from it, the more your brain's shifting back.
Yeah, maybe there's guilt in there.
Oh,
They're like, you're just watching videos of guys smoking weed out of hamburgers. Like, you should probably give a fuck about the world, man.
no, I think you're exactly where they want you to be. McDonald's is making its way into the metaverse by
Oh no.
registering for 10 trademarks in the virtual space. One of the trademark applications was for, quote, operating a virtual restaurant featuring actual and virtual goods. Actual? What the fuck are you talking about?
Go to McDonald's
And-
and get your accessory hamburger you can carry on your avatar.
Don't start. That's oh my god. Operating a virtual restaurant online featuring home deliveries. So I'm gonna
Wait,
log into the
what?
metaverse. I'm gonna walk to the virtual McDonald's and place an order, and then an Uber Eats guy is gonna drive to my house and deliver it to me.
There's gonna be some guy like actually driving that car, spending his actual time to deliver it to you.
How many people are gonna walk into walls like the door knocks and like, oh, like walk into the fucking living room wall because they're still wearing their VR headset? Like,
Man, I'd be way more hyped about metaverse shit if it, one, wasn't run by Facebook and Zuck, and two, wasn't so fucking lame every single time they
Yeah.
show anything about it. It just seems so out of fucking touch, bro. Like, did you see the Shaq thing with Adam Silver?
I didn't.
Okay, so basically they're trying to bring like a fucking basketball skills trainer to the metaverse, and Shaquille
Great.
O'Neal is like was doing the voice for it. I don't know if he's going to be the voice overall. It's I forget the character's name. It's like this like hovering like Shaq literally flies on the screen and does like crossovers and stuff. Anyway, point being is that the art on it, the art looks like 20 years old, like super outdated.
Oh,
Like
God.
no one's gonna pick this up and be like, yo, man, like I can't. He looks like the fucking Iron Giant, honestly, is what he looks like from that Pixar movie that came out like 20 years ago, bro. But he's got like basketball shit on, some shorts and shit. And Adam Silver is like awkwardly talking to him like a dork, like, oh, what else can you show us? And then Shaq literally flies away. Like it's so fucking out of touch.
This
Bro.
happened.
Like,
what did this happen like last night during the
like
All-Star
a
game?
couple days ago. Maybe it was
Okay.
at the All-Star game. Maybe that's what it was at. Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, I didn't come with this as an article. This is just off the dome. But like it's so fucking bizarre and out of touch, man. Like it looks so lame and stupid to the point that like no kid's gonna be seeing this and like, wow, I can't wait to go.
It's
and
also
get
just I've yet to hear. Have you heard any ideas yet? Like all that we keep talking, we keep coming back to it, and obviously because now it's hot and it's in the news all the time, so we're just gonna have an endless supply of NFT and metaverse stories that we can laugh at. But also, not one of these things that we've ever talked about has my brain been like, it's actually not a bad idea. Like that actually might sound like you're right. It all sounds so fucking stupid. Like, oh, that's what I want to do is I want to go into the metaverse so I can go to a McDonald's. What are you? I think, are you kidding me? Like,
and
this
practice
is how I
my
want to
basketball.
spend my enjoyment. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot free throws with Shaq. Like,
Fuck out of here. Why don't you go actually to a basketball court and fucking play basketball?
no. Why don't I just buy McDonald's and a virtual McDonald's and then now apparently this will enable the restaurant chain to provide downloadable multimedia files for artwork, audio, and video and NFTs.
Oh my
Paying for
God.
food you can't actually eat, or paying for what, like a Andy Warhol version of a fucking like picture of a Big Mac or something like that. Like,
Yeah, download your Justin Timberlake McDonald's jingle to play in your house in the metaverse every time
So I
it
can
comes.
follow you around.
Papa, I'm loving it.
I can't escape. Mick everything. It's the Mick metaverse.
I'm gonna
Oh,
kill
fuck.
myself.
McDonald's also included its McCafe brand in the metaverse trademark application. One of the applications was for the brand to be able to offer entertainment services, namely providing online actual and virtual concerts and other virtual events. So like I'm going to the McDonald's McCafe McMetaverse concert series with Travis Scott and Katy Perry or fucking something.
Featuring the ghost of Jeffrey McEpstein. Buy
This would
hamburgers.
enable the branded virtual destination. You're getting good. This would enable the branded virtual destination to host sponsored concerts or appearances by celebrities who are fast embracing the world of experiential NFTs. You're just making words up now.
Experiential. NFTs. What am I gonna like feel them now? You're like, ooh, this digital image has a nice contour.
I can feel the sesame seeds on the burger bun.
I hate it. I hate everything.
Panera Bread is also filing trademarks, going for the Panera-verse too, I suppose. So
Panera-verse. I want to take my girl to a Panera Bread. It's been a minute. Hey, let's find a Panera Bread before the metaverse. We have to go in the metaverse. So they're all closed.
Leave? Yeah, why leave the comfort of your home when you could just log in?
She's like, can we get Panera?
Afternoon plans.
It's working.
That. So should we get in on I think we should blaze trails. I mean, we're always missing out on good ideas. Should we blaze the podcast metaverse? Do you think? The potiverse for podophiles only?
I can't, man. I can't. Look, people are gonna like actually think we're like podophiles, bro. Keep bringing up Cupcakes and Jeffrey Epstein.
Podophiles. It's a distinct vowel difference between the two, and it's you who keeps bringing up the semen cupcakes that we swore we wouldn't talk about.
It's David's fault. It's David's fault. Blame it on him.
It actually is. He brought it up, but you brought it of your own accord.
I did.
And then we all agreed in an executive decision we should let this obviously go.
I don't want to let the metaverse go though. I like, and not that I want to enjoy it and partake in it. I just don't want to let them. I don't want them to let them succeed, bro. I can't just let this one slide. Like, I'm down for a digital world that we all eventually plug into, like fucking Mega Man style. I get it. It's coming one day, whatever. Sure. But not run by fucking Mark Zuckerberg, bro.
Doug, we're already think about the fact that no one's using it. Like it's
can you can just go onto it now?
I'm sure you can, but like the VR headset is not a household item. You know, it's not like the television where it's 90% of homes or the home computer. No one's done the Steve Jobs yet of like every house is going to own one of these things. Everyone will be involved. This is the undeniable future. Like, it's already based off a technology that has got little use to it that most people don't want to use, because people also still feel like dorks wearing those stupid fucking things on their heads, and standing in the middle of their living room like, well, everyone else watches you maneuver through fake space. You know what I mean? Like, and then no one's using it yet, and it's already like real estate selling for $1 million, and McDonald's is in there, and Facebook. It's like, what is appealing about this? Nothing yet that's been suggested has been interesting.
Hey, we got this sick VR thing. You can play all your games in it? No, you can go to McDonald's and buy a virtual hamburger. Oh, wicked. Sounds like a lot of fun.
I have a few Madoff coins. Do you guys take Madoff coin? Oh, sorry. No, we don't take Madoff coin.
We only accept Mick coins.
Mick, yeah.
Do you have our app?
You have Do you have the Mick Crypto app?
That's what's next, bro. You buy real McDonald's and you get fucking with your app, and you'll get rewards where you can get like metaverse rewards. It's coming.
No, now you're
coming.
Now you're getting too close. So when your Starbucks reward points are like NFT or like Bucky Bucks or whatever the fuck you're gonna get.
It's coming, bro. Telling you right now.
I mean, that's easy for Starbucks, right? It's just Starbucks, right? They don't have to try that hard.
Nah, they're pretty much set.
Chew on the nose, like they're gonna have to alter it in some way.
I feel so fucking dumb. Wow, I just realized at Starbucks, your reward points, you collect stars, and I never understood. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why do you get stars? I'm not even kidding, bro. I'm dead serious. I'm fucking dead serious. I just realized right now that I'm an idiot. Holy shit.
I think it's the planned obsolescence of your brain. That's
fuck.
You're getting laughed at over here pretty heavily.
I should be. I fucking should be. Consider myself a halfway intelligent guy, and I stumbled over that one.
And we all make mistakes, don't we?
Some a little larger than others.
All right, what else you got?
All right. 4 workers were fired after thousands of Massachusetts drivers got their licenses without taking a road test. So 4 employees for the Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicles.
I need this.
were fired this week after it was discovered that nearly 2,100 drivers were given licenses without taking their road tests. In 2020, investigation started after an RMV supervisor reported suspicious activity, a source had told the Globe. The RMV later determined that since around April of 2018, a total of about 2,100 drivers were giving passing marks by 2 test instructors at the Brockton Customer Service Center for Road Center employees, and they were fired in connection to the scheme. As well as the 2 instructors, there were 2 others who were not named as service center employees. So we got 4 total, 2 instructors, 2 people in the offices working in tandem. Now, officials said the road test will be free of charge for those that were affected, and those who failed their test will be reissued a learner's permit and offered a Massachusetts ID card free of charge. So basically what the government has said is anybody who's illegally obtained your fucking driver's license, we're going to give you a free ID. We're going to let you take the test for free. But if you fail it, we'll just let you keep the ID, but you're going to have to redo your test. AKA
actually have to do the
all 2,100 of you who are driving out there that like shouldn't be fucking driving. Yeah, we're coming for you. We know about you now.
Oh, that sucks. You'd be like, I got away scot-free, man.
So this it's just like
good.
It's not even hard to pass though. That's what I don't get. Like this isn't like how lazy you got to be like, yo, man, I just can't drive. Can you just give me my license?
Or maybe it's like an accessibility thing. Maybe it's like, yo, I don't have anybody who's like got a car that I can like use to go take the test. Like, just give me a fucking license so I can like buy a car and like now be
get
a
out of
person
here with
who...
logic. Get the fuck out of here. That's a
I don't even know. Somebody can inform me. I don't know. Like if I don't have an accessible car and I like here, even in Ontario, if I have an accessible car and I want to learn how to drive, what do I do? Like I have to hire a driver school and book
you can use their car. You could probably rent a car.
Can you book just the car? No, you can't rent a car.
Yes,
that's actually a stipulation that you can't rent a car if you don't have a license. Obviously, I couldn't rent a car without a license, without a valid driver's license.
Oh, fair enough. I think you can use driving schools cars, but
like, do you got to sign up for the course? Is it like I got to do the full 40 hours and like sit around and get taught how to do a 3-point turn, or is it like, nah, I just need the car, dog? Like, you know,
it's a good question because I don't know. Would I just trust some random guy that's like, I haven't trained you how to drive? You're like, I just need your car for my test.
Can I just take your car for the day?
I'll pay you $100. Be like, I don't know, bro. Like,
it's probably like some insurance thing too. Like, what if I run it up a pole? Like, sorry, you gave your car to another person for $100 for a couple hours and he drove it into an intersection and got T-boned. Like, sorry, that's not covered under your plan. Your policy doesn't do that.
Now, there's probably some people in Massachusetts that are like, I fucking knew it. I fucking told you these drivers out here are fucking terrible. But seriously, like in Toronto, like I wouldn't even be surprised if this was a fucking story, dude. The amount of shit that I see. Oh my God, bro. People pulling U-turns in the middle of the street with like full 4-way traffic. Straight up, dude. Insane shit in this city that
I saw a guy turn left from the middle lane the other day when there was a left turn lane.
Yeah, a guy did that.
Like just like turn and just be like, nah, I'm going.
Unbelievable, bro. Unfucking believable. It was so cathartic when I heard that Uber driver tell me that this is the worst fucking drivers he's ever seen. He's like lived in a bunch of countries and he was going off about how shit Toronto drivers are. I'm like, yes, go off. Go off. It was cathartic, man. I'm like, I'm not biased. Fucking tell me how shit we are.
She's saying the Discovery Channel where Canada's worst driver is all of you. You're all
literally
terrible.
Everybody.
Every person in this country could be on this show.
Canada, the worst driver.
Canada, the worst driver.
That's it.
Clearly, our graduated licensing system didn't do anything right.
Didn't do a damn fucking thing, bro.
Yeah. So evidently, I should be able to get my license without after taking any tests. I should have moved to Massachusetts.
Doug, you fucking backed Lori's car into that parking spot there. You're fine. You can drive. That's the hardest thing you can do.
You have seen me do things in the past that have been pretty solid.
That's the hardest thing you have to do other than parallel parking. And on your driving test, they don't make you parallel park in between cars. You just drive up beside somebody.
Not. They always treat you like you're gonna. They're like, if you don't doesn't matter how many times it takes you to do it right, as long as you do it. Like,
no, they'll pull you up beside a car and tell you to pretend and parallel park behind them.
But there's no second car.
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
Oh, that's what they did for me.
I know, right? The guy's like parallel park behind them. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's as easy because give me 40 feet of room. Whoop, done.
Well, I mean, if you probably go back 8 car lengths, the guy's gonna call you.
The most riveting thing is always once you do that, you know what comes next, right? Is they always put that trick question on you and they're like, okay, now pretend you're on an uphill. You're like, uphill. The car goes backwards. It's gonna roll right this way. I turn my wheel to the left. Like, they just go back to the clipboard like, you're like, I think I got that right.
I hate
Get
that.
back to the thing.
That's the only thing that I got wrong on my driving test.
No!
And I know it's very, very simple. Yeah, it's very. I trust me. I know the answer. I park uphill.
You're giving me athletic injuries exam in my third year of university flashbacks where I flipped. It's a true story for our listeners. We were in a program where there was a athletic injuries course, and it was there was kind of like a grade threshold if you wanted to be put into the pool to become a trainer for the sports teams the next year. Matt, of course, aced it because he was hardcore, and ended up being a trainer for a basketball team. I fell a couple of percentage points short of getting into the pool, and on my final exam, there was one question where, two questions really, where the answer for one would be the answer for the other. Like it was like left. There were two options, and you had to fill in both, and it was one or the other. And I flipped them and got both questions wrong. Obviously, because you get the first one wrong, you obviously get the second one wrong too. And it was like it cost me like enough percentage points on my final exam that it like dropped my overall grade below the threshold, and it like crushed me. Finding out later, being like, in that split second moment, if I had said the other one, it could have changed everything.
And look, we both still do a fucking podcast and work menial jobs.
We're both still
life changing, real life changing event.
So the real regret was that we didn't start the show 8 years ago.
Oh man, think about where we'd be now.
Episode 420 is where we'd be.
Nice.
This has been the 69th episode of Fucking A. My name is Dan. The long-haired man on the other end is Matt. Thank you. Shout out to my brother David, who is sitting in the room here today, who is one of our first like live, outside of your girlfriend, who is always in the background there in your studio. My brother's the first sort of audience member we've had. Just a dry run for our future live shows for all our listeners when all three of you show up and have a couple drinks at a bar, and the bar wonders why they rented it out to us at all and lost all that money. Thank you for listening. Please come back for episode 70, another decade. Are we gonna like dress in bell bottoms going through the 70s?
They're coming back, bro. So
yeah.
maybe one day.
Really? Are we doing another hipster trend? Is that what's happening?
No, like bell bottoms are 100% coming back in fashion now. I've seen a lot of younger people wearing them.
High top waist, like rib level waists are coming back.
Couldn't tell you on that because it's been winter time, but the bell bottom bottoms 100%.
Okay. We if you have tips on the latest fashion trends and you'd like to share them with us, or if you have anything else, if you have some rebuttals to Matt's social commentary this episode, you can email us fnehpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at fuckineh podcast, FUCKINEH podcast. We are also on YouTube now. If you search Fucking A Podcast as it's spelled on YouTube, it will now show up. Take that, YouTube algorithm. Suck
Fuck
this
you guys.
dick.
Losers.
It is a real thing that works now. So thanks again for listening. Tell a friend, subscribe to the show. Come back again. Matt, do you have anything you'd like to share as we head out the door?
Yeah, shout out to the Canadian Olympic athletes. The games are coming to a close here soon. Norway just broke our
biggest Olympic fan.
I am, dog. I am. And I'm using my platform to let people know. All right. Show some people some respect. It's extremely fucking difficult to fly down a hill in a little like sled at 8,000 miles an hour and win a medal when everybody in the world is screaming at you, be like, ah! And they're trying to do the exact same thing.
Turned into dust.
Yeah, bro. I see these people. I'm like, how are you not dead?
I think you're the only person watching the Olympics this year. I'm convinced. Like, no one's talked about them. No one's paid attention to them.
It's me and Chico. That's it.
That's basically, it's literally the two of you. Like Pepsi's just like advertising to YouTube, being like, why are they buying? I need this guy to buy $45 million worth of Pepsi because no one else is watching the show.
Oh, I love it. What can I say? What can I say?
All right. Thank you, folks. Come back again. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Peace out.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. I found the German guy, by the way. The fuck yeah!
You found that?
On YouTube. Yeah. Supposed to go into I'm working on building a little show notes thing for our show, but